affordable ways to develop positive mindset daily. Research has found that having a positive mindset can lead to tremendous success and happiness in all areas of life, from personal to business relationships to career advancement. 84% say they have more positive days than gloomy days because they intentionally look out for the good things instead of dwelling on the bad or the stressful moments. So here are the 10 ways to develop a positive mindset in your life immediately. We'll come back again to this video. If you're new in this video, I'm Maryann Nnaji. The first one is recognize and accept negative thoughts and feelings. So recognizing and accepting negative thoughts and feelings is vital. If you refuse to recognize them, they will take control of you without you knowing. Yeah, without you knowing it. You must know they are always present. This is the truth we are not telling ourselves. We must know they are always present, but not letting them take control of you. So it is important to recognize when you have these thoughts. What I always do, one of my secrets is this: in this world, there is nobody who doesn't have a negative thought. No. It's always present in every individual. But what matters is, how did you do? How did you treat it? How do you react to it? So when negative thoughts comes to you, this is how I do it every day, and this is part of my secret. For instance, let me give a practical example so we can understand it. You are going somewhere. You want to take a bus. Let's just use bus as an example. You want to take a bus, but you don't really know the exact place to go to. The negative thought might come and tell you, don't you think you should trek? So when that thought comes, you react over it. You react immediately by taking the decision. That is why it controls you. It takes control of you. When such thought comes, think of it like this. You started doing it without thinking if that's your purpose. So when you think through, that's the negative thought. And if it is not yielding you good results, then you ignore it. You see the point? Then you ignore it and make the right choice still. So this is the only way I know I can. Maybe if there are other examples I can give as well. So, but it's important that we recognize that it is there. Sometimes people just make choices. They make choices because of the thoughts that comes to them. What thoughts come to you when you make choices? So it matters a lot. It is important to recognize when you have these thoughts and the triggers that cause them so that they are easier to handle. That's the only way. If you know what triggers it, or the things you do that always trigger that negative thought, because sometimes, to be honest, we all have these thoughts always come to us. But what matters is how do you, or let me give an instance. Maybe you have a misunderstanding with someone and the negative thoughts just come to you and started telling you maybe to do some things to the person because maybe you feel bad, maybe you feel hurt, maybe you do that to hit, the negative thoughts will come to you for you to react towards that thing that happened. So when you start reacting immediately, it shows the negative thought is in control of you. You have allowed it to take control of you. And you are not even recognizing it is there. That's why you are acting towards it. Because if you recognize it's there, you will take a deep breath. Like by thinking through what just popped into your head. So you start asking yourself, if I do this, is it going to give me the results I want? That's the questions we need to be asking, because I believe in these things. When you seek for good results, you have to act towards it as well, so that the good results will manifest in your life. So that is all we have to talk about, this recognizing the negative thoughts. So enough said about this. Let's move into the second way of developing a positive mindset. And the second way is acknowledge your achievements, no matter how small. This we do that also, because this is so often with the hustle and bustle of life, we just forget the small things. I see people always count the big ones. The big ones matters, but it doesn't happen without the small ones. That's the truth. For we to achieve our goals, how do we go about it? We start by making little actions, taking actions that results to that big goals. So if we do not celebrate the small ones, we are ungrateful to ourselves. So acknowledging your achievements, no matter how small, is so important. It can help you feel proud of yourself, proud of your achievements, and motivate you to do more. If you feel down, remember that everything was going well for you and that you are making a positive changes in your life. It's very crucial and vital. Also, think about everything you did today that was productive, and not just dwell on the few moments when things didn't go as planned. So dwelling on that one is what makes you not feel positive, not changing the mindset. No. For you to change the mindset, remember the positive ones, and that is what helps you. Another way you can go about is find someone who knows where you want to go. This is so crucial. And ask them questions. People who have been there before you. It could be an inspirational figure or someone already where they want to be. The essential thing here is talking with people who know more than we do about what we aim for, because their experience could benefit us too. And that takes me to the next point, and that is set realistic goals. You see, I cannot stop talking about this. I can't stop talking about this because a lot of us don't even set goals. You know, sometimes we think setting goals is having it in our mind. No. What I see is you don't set realistic goals, and that's why you don't achieve them. When you have plans in your mind, you have not started setting goals. You have to put them down somewhere. That's the secret. Put them down somewhere, not just putting them down, but making plans, strategic plans on how to achieve these things. This little step you can be taking every day to achieve it. Because if we all are making this, I tell you, the world will be a better place. Like everyone, no one will be against the other because everybody will be achieving their goals. But some don't just do this. So you must set realistic goals and work your hardest to accomplish them. 1 is setting the goals, 2 is putting in the work, because nothing good comes easy. Oh, I see people who always wish. Wishing can't give you anything. Wishing can make you become what you are not. What can make you to become, and this is what I know that makes difference between the successful and the unsuccessful, is taking action. Taking the right action. You're setting yourself up for failure if you set unrealistic goals or expectations. Setting goals is something you can be proud of achieving. So make sure they are both realistic and challenging simultaneously. They must be challenging and realistic. Think of who inspires you and why they inspire you. One way to maintain a positive mindset is by thinking about why people inspire you. You could think about someone you know personally or someone famous. Think about what their qualities are and what it is that makes them inspirational to you. Another thing you should ask yourself is, what do you find inspiring about them? Do they have any traits that you would like to adopt into your own life? And again is, what do these traits say about who you want to be? Another thing you should ask yourself is this person someone you want to emulate? Is this person someone with whom you would like to associate? Because we cannot like to emulate people we cannot associate with. This is so vital. You ask yourself these questions. Another thing is, does this person remind you of the kind of person that others will see when they look at you? And do you enjoy being that kind of person? So think about these questions, which I know will help you in your journey of developing a positive mindset. And that takes me to the next point. This next point is learning from your mistake. Everyone makes mistakes. But the thing here is this: they are not all created equally. The perfect thing you can do is to learn from your mistakes. Quit living in the past and let go of any regret or guilt you may feel. If you don't learn from your mistakes, it's just a thing of time before you make the same mistake again. Another thing I would like you to know and bear in mind always is, remember that mistakes happen for a reason. When things are happening, this is the way you have to find answers to this and know the reasons why those things are happening. Nothing happens for nothing. And the only way to know the reasons is when we reflect on what went wrong. Why did this went wrong? We usually find an essential lesson to help us. It's important to focus on what went right and wrong to continue growing and improving our lives. Because I keep saying this, we are here to evolve. We are here to learn. We learn every day. I learn every day. I was just outside looking at the tree behind my house. And as I was looking at this tree, I was just there, imagining how the wind was just blowing. The wind was blowing at everything. Every damn thing, the wind including me. And what I was just looking at was the way the trees were dancing towards this wind. They were busy dancing, but not all the branches are dancing equally. So I sat down to ask myself, oh, now I see. That's why in the Bible, Jesus healed 10 people. Only one came to say thank you. Others received it, but never grateful. And I was like, is it not the same breeze that is breezing? Why are some not shaking like others? So that taught me a lesson. I learned from that tree that day. And I learned, in fact, I learn every day. Sometimes I learn from my little child. We are born this way, but we have to learn to grow from it. That's the same thing we are saying here. You don't remain there, you learn to grow. We are here to evolve. So let others know how much you appreciate them. No one has all their good deeds go unnoticed. When someone does something thoughtful for you, whether changing your ties or being there for you during the tough times, let them know how great that means. Send them a card or leave a note with flowers on their card with words of gratitude written inside. When someone feels appreciated, they are more likely to pay it ahead because they want others to feel appreciated. That takes me to the fifth point. Be mindful of the language you use. Developing a positive mindset is easier said than done, to be honest. It can be difficult, but it's not impossible. That's the truth. So be mindful of the language you use. For example, replace I have so much work to do with I have much work to do. Also replace this never happens with it only happened once. And finally, don't say if I failed, say if I succeed. You could also recite mantras like I am strong or this too shall pass, and know that anything is possible. I would like to take some of your time here to ask you to like and subscribe this video, because I run this channel in honesty to bring you content that will help you become the best version of you, that will help you grow your personality in order for you to become the better you. The only way to support this channel is to like and subscribe to this video. I am waiting for you to do your own part. Alright, thank you so much for subscribing and liking this video. Let's continue with the content. There is practice gratitude. No matter how awful things are, there is constantly something to be grateful for, even if it's just your health and the ability to see the sunset. One thing I want you to know also is that being grateful, and this is why a lot of people miss their blessings, to be honest, being grateful puts you in touch with your blessings and reminds you that no matter what happens, life is worth living. It can be helpful to take 10 minutes at night before before bedtime and list everything that went well during the day. Be sure to spend only little time dwelling on setbacks, as they will only worsen your mood. Remember that tomorrow is another day full of new opportunities. So that takes me to the 7th one, and that is spend time with positive people. Spend time with people who are happy, because it will make you happy as well. Because I know when you spend time with people who are happy, upbeat, and full of life, you will feel the same way. You'll feel the same energy, because these people will affect you and their mood will rub off on you. Seeing someone else's happiness can remind you that it is possible for you to be happy too. If you don't know anyone like this, maybe people who are happy, who are upbeat and full of life, then you make some friends. The most important thing about this tip is to make sure that these friends are people who want the best for you. The more optimistic surroundings are, the better the chance your mindset will improve. So that takes me to the next point. Do something you enjoy every day. Do something you enjoy daily. Whether reading, listening to your favorite music, or just taking the time for yourself, you deserve it. Find out what makes you happy and do that. It can be as simple as playing with your pet if you have. So that takes me to the 9th ways, and that is live in the present moment. A lot of people are living in the past. That's why we are not being even effective in our communication, because this particular one affects every damn thing, especially number one thing is the communication. Because if they are in the present, they will be speaking of the present, but they are never in the present. If you are among this, I pray you are not among them, but if you're among them, then you have to change this. Being mindful of the present moment is one of the most excellent ways to develop a positive mindset. Living in the present makes it easy to focus on your goals and enjoy life. You will even be less likely to dwell on mistakes or worry about things that haven't even happened yet, and you will be able to appreciate all you have right now. When you are not living in the present, your communication will be off. When you are discussing with someone about the present moment, you'll be talking about the past. You'll be talking about the problem. You're not talking about the solution, how to bring it. And that's why it makes things off. And to be honest, not everyone, some people will not like to even, have conversation with you. They'll just be avoiding you in one way or the other, but you may not know, and this is reality. So it is always vital that we be in the present moment, because it matters a lot. And that takes me to the final point I have for you here is visualize success. Developing a positive mindset may feel challenging, which I know, but there are many things you can do to make it simple for yourself. For example, visualize success. Brainstorm what your life will look like when you achieve your goal and how amazing it will feel. Next time you're feeling discouraged or frustrated, take some time to imagine what achieving your goal will feel like when you do. Remembering the positive feelings that comes with success can motivate you to keep going even when things get tricky. So in wrapping up, I would like to ask you, what would help you get back on track? What can you change about your routine to help keep those negative thoughts from returning? Can you exercise more often? Spend less time scrolling through social media. Take a break and leave your phone at home once in a while, because I know there are so many people who can't stay without their phones. They are always. And what's holding you back from trying any of these ideas today? So what are you waiting for? Take these 10 steps to develop your positive mindset and start living your life as you have always wanted. So I hope this video adds value to you. Share with me your ideas, what you think in the comment section, because I would love to hear from you. If you want to get the printout of this content, I will leave the link in the description below. Thank you also for watching this video. I'll be seeing you in the next video. Bye.
Seasons come and go like thoughts of you. like a wave returns to the sea.